All right, ladies and gentlemen. AutoWorks Repair and more for all your service and repair, tire service, oil change and lube, check engine light, fleet repair, and all other light maintenance needs. Visit AutoWorks Repair and more at 320 2nd Avenue South, or call them at 406-799-6655. 1 to go signal being given to the drivers quickly here. An invader on the front row in Tim Johnson alongside of Andrew Nelson. Andrew Johnson in the L1 on the inside of row number 2. And Bill Monet, Patrick Lemire, and John Tribble. Braden Lemire and PJ Popham. 8 cars, 8 laps. Heat race number 1 is underway. Drag race into 1 and 2. Johnson slides across the nose of Nelson. Here comes Monet as well, as we've got him 3 wide down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Monet down to the inside of Johnson, this time off at turn number 4. Johnson leads lap number 1 in the 1 junior. Into 1 and 2. Monet cuts it down off the top of the racetrack, looking for a run to the inside of Johnson. Can't get the move going into turn number 3. Right behind them, Andrew Johnson going to the inside of Andrew Nelson. The Andrew and Andrew show. 3rd and 4th right now, as we've got Lemire, Tribble, Popham, and Braden Lemire all in a gaggle right behind them. Coming off of turn number 4, no change in the order. Track just not quite wide enough. And a little too juicy to make a bunch of moves right now, as Monet is settled into the 2nd spot right behind Tim Johnson. Just under a half a second lead for Johnson. Nelson still holding his own as Andrew Johnson gets high, wide, and handsome through 1 and 2 and drops back to the 7th position. Patrick Lemire now stepping up his pursuit to the inside of Andrew Johnson off of turn number 4. Up front, Tim Johnson had to slam the door on Bill Monet for the lead off of turn number 4 that last time, and Johnson is able to gain a bunch of ground as the lead is at 0.6 of a second now for Tim Johnson. 6 laps complete, 2 laps to go. PJ Popham trying to make his way forward. He has to shut her down through 1 and 2 as he got way out of shape. Loses a couple of spots. Patrick Lemire closes up on Nelson off of turn number 4 as the white flag is out. Ken Weinheimer is still up in the flag stand. Is down the back straightaway for the final time. Off of turn number 4, Tim Johnson coming all the way from Brainerd, Minnesota, and winning heat race number 1 in his Electric City Speedway debut. Bill Monet 3 wide for 3rd. Give it to Patrick Lemire. Patrick Lemire by the hair on his chinny chin chin for 3rd. But how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Tim Johnson holding off Bill Monet for the victory here in AutoWorks Repair and More heat race number 1. AutoWorks Repair and More heat race at number 2 with the Wissota Superstock State points leader Up on the front row, car number 4T at a 3 Forks at Matt Tribble. On the inside of Deer Lodge, Montana's at 00 downtown, Bo Brown. Inside of row number 2 at a Great Falls in car number 93, Clay Irwin. And joining us from Calgary, Alberta, in car number 70, it'll be Jason Johnstone starting 4th. Starting 5th tonight at a Great Falls. Talked about him earlier in car number 32. Looking to yabba dabba do it from 5th. Pacer Popham. And on the outside, a driver who is undefeated in super stock action here at Electric City Speedway in 2026. Car number 67, Casey Stephenson. And starting 7th out of Bozeman in the 32 Star, it'll be Bodie Smith. And in the 22C, starting shotgun on the field, it'll be Chance Carlisle. Lights out. Trill and Brown on the front row. Clay Irwin and John Stone in row number 2. And the row to watch will be Popham and Stephenson in row number 3. As we come off a turn number 4, Keelan Crop from the flag stand looks them over. Green flag waves are underway. And Auto Works Repair and more heat race number 2. NHRA drag race into 1 and 2. Matt Tribble slides across the groove and takes the lead. Bo Brown settles into the second spot. Casey Stephenson is already into third as Brown gets out of shape right in front of him, and Stephenson takes second. 3 wide off at turn number 4, bumping, banging. Brown, Johnstone, and Popham. Everybody is able to drive away from it. But Matt Tribble takes off with the lead. Casey Stephenson just under a second behind him, this time off at turn number 4. Tribble looking to lengthen that lead, and he does so. It's 1.5 seconds over Casey Stephenson. Pacer Popham sits in the 3rd position. Then it's Johnstone, Brown, Irwin, Carlisle, and Bodie Smith. 3 laps complete here in Auto Works Repair and More heat race number 2. It's Tribble by 2.2 seconds over Casey Stephenson. Pacer Popham about 0.7 of a second behind Stephenson off of turn number 4. Just over a second now. We're halfway home. 4 up, 4 down, 4 to go here in heat race number 2. Make it 5 complete this time off of 4. Field pretty well strung out around the Electric City Speedway. Running mid-high right now. Bodie Smith has gotten around Chance Carlisle in the battle for 7th. As off of turn number 4, a little bit of a slip-up by Tribble. Stephenson looking to close her in. Down to 1.5 seconds. 2 to go. Tribble accepts the white flag. Stephenson, Popham, Johnstone, Irwin, Brown, and Smith locked in a tight battle for 5th right now as off of turn number 4. The Wissota Superstocks points leader is going to take home heat race number 2. Casey Stephenson in 2nd. Pacer Popham in 3rd. Jason Johnstone in 4th. Bo Brown trying to hold on for 5th, and he's got it. Downtown, Bo Brown finishes 5th. Clay Irwin, Bodie Smith, and Chance Carlisle. But how about it, ladies and gentlemen? The 4T Matt Tribble winning heat race number 2. 406 Flooring is the answer to all your carpet and flooring needs in the Great Falls area. Call 406-564-2624 or send an email to 406flooring@gmail.com to get your quote today. This is a totally different class. For the record, these are late models. Super stocks and late models are totally different. Just don't ask the sprint car guy to explain it. Here we go. 5 cars going to make up Heat Race at number 1. On the front row, the 2024 Electric City Speedway Track Champion, car number 14X. Out of Molt, it is Jeremy Castro. On the outside of the front row, in the 00 with the Batman. On the side, out of Billings, it is Bo Nave. Vernon Hill in the 1H. That is Vernon Hill Jr. in the 1H starting 3rd, and starting 4th in car number 4C, that is Smokin' Joey Price. Car number 24 of Dwayne Fowler starting 5th. .406 Flooring, Wissota Late Models Heat Race and number 1. Rolls down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Castro and Nave off of turn number 4. 8 laps. Green flag. And they're off into 1 and 2. Give it to Nave down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Castro battles back on the inside. Can't make anything happen. This time off of turn number 4. Joey Price is into the 3rd position. Back into 1 and 2. VJ is looking to battle back on Price. Can't make it happen. Castro trying to stay with Nave. This time off of turn number 4. Back into 1 and 2, 3/10 of a second is the split. Vernon Hill Jr. all over the former modified champion off of turn number 4. Now Hill a little out of shape, and here comes Fowler. Fowler into 1 and 2 to the inside of Vernon Hill Jr. Can't make the pass. O'Neill has lengthened that lead off of turn number 4. Just under a half a straightaways. Keelan Croft gives them the halfway signal. 4 up, 4 down, 4 to go. Coming off of turn number 4 to 5 laps complete. 3 laps to go. 8/10 of a second is what it stays at. Is the split time. Vernon Hill Jr. has reloaded and is pulling back up to the back bumper to 4 seat. His time off of turn number 2. Going to try and throw her into the inside off of turn number 4 as Price got a little out of shape. Vernon Hill Jr. had to check up. Still the battle for 3rd is the best battle on the racetrack. He tried to turn it down. The 1H did off of turn number 2. Couldn't make it happen that time. Nave accepts the white flag. Castro in 2nd. Joey Price holds the 3rd spot in the 4C. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. And off of turn number 4, 406 Flooring Wissota Late Models Heat Race number 1 goes to Bo Nave. Jeremy Castro in 2nd. Smokin' Joey Price holds on for 3rd. Vernon Hill Jr. in 4th. And Dwayne Fowler bringing her home in 5th. starting lineup for the 406 Flooring Wissota Late Models Heat Race at number 2. Quick PSA, please stay back from the fences while the cars are rolling on the racetrack as Jim Zaremski and Vernon Hill. We saw Vernon Hill Jr. in the last heat race. This is his father, Vernon Hill, up on the front row, outside of the front row. Ty Hampel and Nick Brindley in row number 2. And then it's Gary Hill starting on the back row, all by his lonesome. 5 cars, 8 laps. Green flags in the air. Good start for Vernon Hill as he rolls through the top of 1 and 2 and rockets down the back straightaway into the lead. Jim Zaremski into the second spot, then Nick Brindley holding on to third as Ty Hampel and Gary Hill duking it out for fourth right now. Brindley way high, wide, and handsome through 1 and 2, possibly off the pace. He's able to gather it back in. And car number 99, way tight, it looks like. Ill-handling race car, unfortunate. As Vernon Hill leads the opening couple of laps. Jimmy Z in second, Ty Hampel, Gary Hill, and Nick Brindley. Vernon Hill is a 2023 Electric City Speedway track champion in this division. And he comes off of turn number 4. Zaremski out of shape. Here comes Ty Hampel. Hampel able to go to the inside. Now he checks up big time into 1 and 2. Off the pace, Ty Hampel, the Wissota points leader for the late models division here in Electric City Speedway, is going to bring out the first caution of the evening. Ty Hampel, 3-time feature winner in the 406 Flooring Wissota Late Models division, off the pace. We saw him check up going into 1 and 2, and he never got back on it. He finally brings it to a stop. He's talking to Luke Zampich down there, working the corner for us here this evening. Midwest Modified driver, former street stock driver as well as Luke Zampich. Push vehicle in behind Ty Hampel. Hopefully they're able to make repairs to that 29 car. So we will see the Delaware double file restart for the first time here this evening. Vernon Hill starting all by his lonesome out on the front row. That is the advantage that is given to the drivers in this style of restart. 3 different styles of restarting here in dirt track racing that we typically see. We either see the double file restart where everybody chooses a lane. That's the things like the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series does that, as well as high limit. We see single file restarts, which is kind of old school. Or in vendor classes, we see the Delaware double file restart where the leader starts out front and everybody files in behind him. Green flags in the air. Into 1 and 2, Vernon Hill continuing to lead. Zaremski now under attack from Gary Hill. Gary Hill got a whale of a drive off of turn number 2 as he cut it down. Now into turn number 3, Zaremski able to smooth sail that 68 car through 3 and 4 and keep the second spot. Gary Hill remains down low through 1 and 2, trying to keep pace with Jim Zaremski as Zaremski starts to close in on Vernon Hill. Off of turn number 4, 6 laps complete, 2 laps to go. Zaremski staying within a half a second as Gary Hill got a little sideways in the 30. He loses space off of turn number 4. Zaremski looking to challenge through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, very good corner for Vernon Hill. Down the back, shooting into turn number 3, 1 last shot. Zaremski's going to cut it down, but Vernon Hill is going to win heat race number 2. Jimmy Z in second. Gary Hill and Nick Brinley, and Ty Hample will be scored as fifth. But how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Vernon Hill in the 1X getting it done here in heat race number 2. The Alliance for Youth IMCA modifies. The Alliance for Youth advances strategies to encourage healthy development of youth. AFY is a responsible steward of public and private funding and invests in evidence-based strategies that improve risk and protective factors in the Cascade County, Montana community, school, family, and individual environments. For more information or to make a tax-deductible donation, visit www.allianceforyouth.org today. Heat race at number 1, starting like this. Out of Great Falls in car number 9K, the Flying Worm, Corey Wormling on the pole. Alongside of car number 60, John Price, Braden Lemire, and LaRocket, Sean LaRock in row number 2. C.R. Eisenzimmer and the Bandit, Taylor Johnson in row number 3. The Dark Knight, Colby Hanna, and the Flagman, J.D. Olson in row number 4. Alliance for Youth heat race number 1. Coming at you. Alliance for Youth heat race at number 1 rolls into turn number 3. Wormling and Price off of turn number 4. Crop looks them over. Green flags in the air. Bit of a ragged start into 1 and 2. Corey Wormling slides across the groove and takes the lead. Lemire to the inside of Price as the yellow flag comes out. It's for Colby Hanna. Colby Hanna in the 98H, bringing out the caution. Ragged start, and Colby Hanna eventually ends up getting the worst end of that, and he will have to retire to the pits for the remainder of this heat race. Hopefully we'll see him back later on in tonight's feature, but we're down to 7. So it's Wormling and Price. That's Braden Lemire in the 85. LaRock, Eisenzimmer, and Johnson, and then J.D. Olson. So flat right rear on the 85 of Lemire. So Lemire will get a short time in the work area to try and get that tire change so we can get back out here for this heat race. All right. Pick out your favorite, Wormling and Price. Still 8 laps to complete. Green flag's back out. Much better start for John Price through 1 and 2. Wormling still able to take the top spot. Taylor Johnson into the 3rd spot behind John Price. Sean LaRock to the outside of Johnson off of turn number 4. Can't make anything happen. Johnson, LaRock, Eisen, Zimmer, and Lemire all pretty close. Wormling a little out of shape. Here comes John Price and Taylor Johnson looking to make it a closer battle for that top spot. Price cuts her down this time off of turn number 4 and is able to hold on to the 2nd spot over Taylor Johnson, who's in 3rd. Sean LaRock to the inside off of turn number 2. Johnson able to maintain that 2nd spot. Into turn number 3, Braden Lemire making moves where nobody else is at. He's up on the top of the racetrack. Gets into 4th, now looking to the outside of Johnson off of turn number 2. Can't make anything happen this time. Looking for a run through 3 and 4. Been getting a pretty decent one, but Johnson's rear end is right in front of him now. Halfway home. 4 up, 4 down, 4 to go. Lead is at 1.1 seconds for Corey Wormling. The Flying Worm out in front off of turn number 4. LaRock has gotten back around Braden Lemire. He slides up. Lemire back into 1 and 2. The battle for 4th going tooth and nail through 1 and 2. Lemire takes the 4 spot back from LaRock, this time off of turn number 2. LaRock battles back into turn number 3 in the black 68 and the pink 85 off of turn number 4. LaRock is able to take that spot. Now off of turn number 2, Lemire looking to reload and refire is coming off of turn number 4. The Flying Worm takes the white flag. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Corey Wormling brings her home here in the Alliance for Youth IMCA Modified race number 1. He wins it. John Price in 2nd. Taylor Johnson, Sean LaRock, and boy, howdy, a close race there for 4th. Check that 5th. C.R. Eisenzimmer got it by 14 one-thousandths of a second over Braden Lemire. But how about it, ladies and gentlemen, for car number 9K, Corey Wormling. Wormling backed by Dream Coatings and Fab. JR1 Motorsports, Rank Speed and Design. And River's Edge Assisted Living, all backing Corey Wormling. Heat race number 2 set to come out for the A-Mods. Heat race number 2 for the Alliance for Youth IMCA A-Mods. Brett Riley and Mike Pistolak from the front row. Then we got Alan Riley and Caden Craver. Caden Craver in the 21 junior, Captain Skinny Pants, starting on the outside of row number 2. Greg Adcock out of Manhattan in the 009, and Smoke and Joey Price in row number 3. And starting all by his lonesome out of Three Forks in the 2C, it'll be the big unit, Jordan Tossey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do actually have a quick announcement. Happy birthday to Craig Michaels here tonight from Missoula. Give him a big round of applause as the race kicks off. Kelby, you're on tall.
Green flags in the air. And they're off through 1 and 2, going 3 wide behind the battle for the lead. Joey Price squirts his way through. Jordan Tossey looking to make his way forward as well. Riley leading the opening lap. Joey Price making quick work of this field into 1 and 2. He's already into the second spot. Price from 6 to 2 right now. Down the back straightaway. Price is looking for the lead. Into turn number 3. Riley enters high. Price coming right after him off at turn number 4. Can't make the pass this time. Jordan Tossey into 1 and 2 as Riley got sideways. Pistolak sideways, and they take out Riley. Alan Riley, tough break in turn number 2. That's the 47 of Alan Riley, as he kind of a victim of circumstances right there. Brett Riley got sideways right in front of Pistolak. And Alan Riley, with front end damage, goes to the pits. We got any Joey Price fans in the house? He's making quick work of this field, already into the second spot from the 6th starting position. And Jordan Tossey catching a break there. Caden Craver in the 21 junior actually flipped his mini stock last night down in Belgrade. So great to see him out here and racing with us here this evening. Getting a modified start for a guy who is still getting his feet wet here in dirt track racing. And Pistolak pulls off right before we go to green. So Jordan Tossey now into the third spot off of turn number 4. We're back underway. Into 1 and 2, Riley now under attack from Price and Tossie. Down the back straightaway, Price up top, Jordan Tossie down low, Riley in the middle, 3 wide for the race lead. Off of turn number 4, Riley's able to maintain the top spot. Joey Price looking to reload and refire the big unit down on the inside. Joey Price on the top, splitting him off of turn number 2. Price gets out of shape. Here comes Caden Craver and the 009 off of turn number 4. Back off of turn number 4, 4 wide for the top spot. Jordan Tossie takes off with the lead like a thief in the night and is taken off at halfway. 4 up, 4 down, 4 to go. Joey Price now into the second spot. Under attack from Craver. Craver is able to get back into the third spot. As we come off of turn number 2, Jordan Tossie continues to lead. Joey Price not letting him get away, though, in the red and white 37. 6 laps complete, 2 laps to go, 1.3 seconds still to a race for the 37. The big unit just picked up his first victory in Electric City Speedway. Last time the A-Mods were out here, and he's looking good. He went from 7, looking to go from 7 to 1, from the back to the front, into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. He's going to get her done. The big unit, Jordan Tossie, wins heat race number 2. Joey Price sticks to second, and Caden Craver in third.
All right, for the next lineup with the cars coming out on the track, let's go ahead and start with heat number 3 on the inside. Double odd W of Riley Wolf on the outside on the same row. 21X Tom Olson in the second row. In the inside, we have 44 Devin Jadwin. And on the outside, in row number 2, 26 Casey Kynette. I might have that completely wrong, but Rolling Kynette. In row number 3 on the inside, number 21, Corey Craver. And in row number 3 on the outside, in 4C, Travis Shoemate. And finally, in row 4 on the inside, number 12, the one and only Ty Clemens. As we get ready to kick off this next race here, still have the yellow flags going on, flying high. Don't forget, Tatanka is right over on the left-hand side. If you're smoking, you need to be over in that neck of the woods. Pick up a nice Tatanka cigar. You will thoroughly enjoy it. My first cigar, if you've never had a smoke, certainly choose wisely. But, yeah, we can definitely say Tatanka is a good way to go. Hey, look at that. Our camera guys are doing their jobs really well. Just had that up on the big screen. Big thanks to our awesome production team. Speaking of which, we need to get Kelby back on mic here.
So the 00 of Riley Wolf. And Tom Olson from the front row as the lights go out. Final heat race for the A-Mods, and then we'll get into the street stocks. Wolf and Olson. Coming off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. Devin Chadwin cut her down and got a good start, but now he's out of shape in 1 and 2. Riley Wolf takes off with the lead. Olson settles into the second spot as we've got pieces flying off of cars. Wolf is the leader. Side by side for a second between Craver and the 21X of Olson. Wolf out of shape in 1 and 2. He's tagged in the rear end. Wolf looks like he just lost power right out in front of the field in the 4C of Shoemate with nowhere to go. Just pile drove into the back of the 00. Now Shoemate with a bunch of smoke pouring out of the 4C. But Riley Wolf immediately off the pace, no warning, and Shoemate with nowhere to go.
Okay, bro. I see how it is.
For anybody who might be listening out in the pits, we've got the food truck open down there by the pit shack.
That car hasn't gone that fast in a long time.
We've also got the concession stand here over at the fourth window here this evening next to the beer booth. That is where you're going to get your Kids Club trophy presenter signed up for that drawing, as well as donating to the rollover fund. Visit the Tatanka booth over there, as well as looking forward to the after party here in the pits here this evening. Tim, I'm a big community guy, so I am very much looking forward to that after party.
Oh, me too. Yes, and the drinks are going to be out there, but the cigars, yeah, we've been talking about the cigars a lot, but yes, they are very good. We're going to be looking forward to that. We will have some music going on. We got some cool little mini video that's going to be on the Jumbotron. It's going to be pretty fun, man. A lot to look forward to as we get through our night here. Once again, hey, production team, do we have a camera in VIP by any chance? I'm sure I'm making my guy Dylan here freak out right now. And now, let me tell you, our VIP room, we have some really awesome people in there. Star Radio, whole bunch of different radio stations to meet your needs. And, of course, whatever you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for some country music. Maybe you're looking for some hard rock. Maybe you're looking for some of the top big singles going on right now. Well, we have a whole bunch of different channels. 104.9 The Wolf, Star 101.7, KINX 102.7 for your news talk, and 1450 KQDI if you want some of that sports and news talk as well. Tons of great stuff over there on Star Radio. They are our VIPs in the room tonight. We deeply, deeply appreciate them, and we'll look forward to hanging out with them tonight. And, yeah, we love hearing them cheer in the VIP. So, hey, you guys in VIP, the louder you scream, the more we enjoy it. So cheer on your teams. We really like to hear you make noise. Hi, Alyssa. Just getting the wave from someone over there in VIP. All right, here we go, folks. Kelby, it's time to get this race rolling, isn't it?
Lights out on the Delaware double file restart. We've got 2 laps complete. Tough break for Riley Wolf and Travis Shoemate. Hopefully both of those drivers are able to make repairs and join us for the feature later on.
We're off, babies.
Back to green off of turn number 4. Corey Kramer with a freight train run through 1 and 2 and wasting no time in taking the lead. Here comes Casey Kynette to the inside of Olsen. Big time contact through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Clemens looking for some racing room to get around the 21X. Jadwin down there on the inside. Look at Clemens threading the needle to the inside. 3 wide for second. Off of turn number 2. Here comes the Wiz. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Corey Kramer got way out of shape as the leader off of turn number 4. And Kynette and Clemens are going to try and close in. These 3 are all regulars down at the Gallatin Speedway. All very accomplished feature winners, especially here at Electric City Speedway as well. Clemens to the inside of Kynette off of turn number 4, trying to make the move. 6 feature wins for Clemens thus far this year.
Tight little battle right now between 12 and 26 as they're side by side. Those doors tapping constantly.
White 12, black, white, and purple 26. Kynette muscles his way back into the second spot. Through 1 and 2. Clemens back down to the bottom. Jadwin looks on in the 44 car. Black 44 car in fourth. As off of turn number 4, keeping that pedal mashed out in front. White flag is out. 2.8 second lead for Craver as Clemens takes the second spot. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Corey Craver wins heat race number 3. Ty Clemens going to go from 7 to 2nd.
That was
in
a
that heat
super
race.
long lead. Super long lead for 21, Corey Craver.
Craver ended up crossing the line 3 seconds ahead of Ty Clemens.
Wow.
And here in 2026, that's been tough to do. Ty Clemens is, I feel like we say this every year, but Ty Clemens is having another career year. He's a guy who always picks up double-digit wins, it seems like. If not, he knocks on the door of them. He's leading the IMCA state points. He already has 6 victories here at Electric City Speedway this year. He's leading, like I said, leading the state points for Montana, but also in the Western region.
Oh, wow.
He is only 3 points off of the points lead in the region. So Ty Clemens.
There have been some names that we've been saying an awful lot this season. His is certainly one of the ones that we've been pushing a lot. Some pretty hard races over this last season. I mean, we've been rained out a couple times, but the races that we have had here have been loud, noisy, and exciting. Have always come with a lot of energy and adrenaline, right?
And speaking of big-time events, the street stocks are now out here for the first of 3 heat races for the JR1 Motorsports heat race for the JR1 Motorsports Street Stocks. JR1 Motorsports, founded in 2022 by Electric City Speedway regular Vernon Hill Jr., JR1 Motorsports has 2 goals: to offer professional customer service and provide the highest quality racing products in dirt track racing. Visit JR1Motorsports.com or call them at 406-899-5929 or drop in at 2405 Wire Mill Road in Black Eagle to fill your need for speed today. 6 cars scheduled to go 10 laps here in heat race number 1, presented by JR1 Motorsports. Patches Be Fast, Patrick Lemire on the pole alongside of Casey Durant. Troy Wenninger, guys running 3rd in the points alongside of Tim Johnson. Sasquatch starting 4th. Danny Harvey and Matt Reisinger in the beer car, car number 33. Regular over at the Big Sky Speedway over in Billings. So that guy starting on the outside of row number 2 is Tim Johnson here tonight. Joey Tinker pulling out a car. That's Cale Tinker's old car. Current track championship points leader. And Tim Johnson, no slouch from Minnesota, over here joining us for this race this evening. Green flags in the air. We're underway. Into 1 and 2. Good start for Lemire as he takes off with the lead. Now he gets sideways, and here comes Johnson. Johnson out in front. Wenninger now into the second spot. Casey Durant now coming back after Lemire as he pushes off at turn number 4. Dan Harvey and Reisinger is how they run. Through 1 and 2. Johnson continues to lead. Just a half a second over Wenninger and Lemire. Casey Durant is in 4th. It's Reisinger and Dan Harvey. Lemire closes up on Wenninger into turn number 3. Dips her down low through 3 and 4. Patches Be Fast is knocking on the door for the second spot into 1 and 2. Wenninger is able to slam that door. Johnson, Wenninger, Lemire drives her in deep into turn number 3. Bails out of it and is able to settle back in, trying to muster up a charge back to the inside of Wenninger as we're halfway home. 4 up, 4 down, 4 to go. Tim Johnson out in front. Trouble. Turn number 2, it's Casey Durand. Durand was able to keep it going, but unfortunately the caution had already flown, so Durand will have to retire as he spun out by himself in turn number 2. So a tough break. He was able to keep it going, but unfortunately here at Electric City Speedway, if you bring out the caution in the heat race, you are done for the remainder of that heat race. So we'll see him back here in the feature here tonight, chasing that $2,026 top prize. Had a bunch of different donations coming in. Shout outs to a couple of them. The winner tonight is going to get a custom mirror from Tink and Do Designs. 6th place finisher is going to get a toolbox. The 11th place finisher is going to get a 3-inch wheel from Racers Parts Supply, and we'll get the rest of them prizes here in just a moment as we're down to 5 cars. Green flag is back out. 4 laps complete. Johnson leads it. Wenninger slides up and closes the door on Lemire. Lemire going to try and cut it down into turn number 3. Can't make anything happen this time off of 4. He's got the nose down there, but Wenninger is able to keep his elbows up and keep that second spot. 5 up, 5 down, 5 to go. Now Dan Harvey slowing and retiring. He will go to the pits. Lemire into turn number 3, keeping that nose right down on the left to the inside of Wenninger, working him over. 6 laps complete, 4 laps to go in heat race number 1, presented by JR1 Motorsports. It's been all Tim Johnson as he took advantage of a gaggle off of turn number 2 on the opening lap and has not looked back. Johnson joining us out of Brainerd, Minnesota. 700 plus career feature wins is what I was told he has won over his career. A guy, very storied career, and only 46 years old. So still a lot of racing left for him. We've seen him racing into their 80s here at Electric City Speedway. Wenninger running second, Lemire, then it's Reisinger, the cars that are running out here on the racetrack. Coming off of turn number 4, Johnson takes home the checkered flag. Wenninger in second, Lemire in third, and Matt Reisinger in fourth. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Car number 1, Junior Tim Johnson, Sasquatch, winning heat race at number 1 for the Street Stocks. And I will correct myself. The beer car is Matt Reisinger in the beer car. So, heat race number 2 on the track now. JR1 Motorsports heat race at number 2. On the front row, it is Alex Potter and Destry Adams. Cale Tinker and Brian Johnson. Then Braxton Tinker and Dusty Popham chasing the prize here this evening. Cale Tinker, Electric City Speedway Track Championship points leader. and also leads the division in feature wins here at Electric City Speedway. 4 of them for the driver of car number 814. All right. JR1 Motorsports Heat Race number 2 rolls down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 with Potter and Adams from the front row. Tinker and Johnson, Tinker and Popham coming off of turn number 4. The green flag waves are underway. And they're off into 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Potter comes out of 2 with the lead. Here comes Cale Tinker. Tinker wasted no time, putting them 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 4. Cale Tinker down on the bottom is able to take the top spot. Destry Adams into the second spot, looking to keep pace. Is trouble for Potter. Potter spins out right in front of Johnson. He's able to keep her moving though, and the caution stays in the holster. Coming off of turn number 4, Adams trying to keep pace with Cale Tinker as Tinker's letting her sail through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Braxton Tinker making moves, not faking moves. He's into the 3rd spot as he comes off of turn number 4. Adams spins it out. Tinker into the 2nd spot. Adams is able to keep it going off of turn number 4. Cale Tinker is your leader. Now Braxton Tinker into the 2nd spot. Brian Johnson in 3rd. And Dusty Popham in 4th as the replay comes out. The 21. No help from Tinker. Coming off of turn number 4, halfway home, 5 up, 5 down, 5 to go for Cale Tinker. Braxton Tinker in 2nd. Brian Johnson, Dusty Popham in 4th. Then it's Potter and Destry Adams. 4 to go. Cale Tinker with a 2-second advantage over Braxton Tinker. Brian Johnson rolling along there in 3rd. Through 1 and 2, 3 laps to go. Cale Tinker has moved to the bottom of the racetrack. And trouble for the 22. Potter off the pace, right in front of the leader, now coming off of turn number 4. Cale Tinker able to maintain the lead. Braxton Tinker trying to step up his pursuit as Potter pulls off. Cale Tinker will come up on Destry Adams now, coming off at turn number 4 as the white flag comes out for Cale. 4-time feature winner tonight, looking to run down a $2,000 prize. As into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4, Cale Tinker wins heat race at number 2 for the Wissota Street Stocks. Braxton Tinker is in 2nd. Brian Johnson, smooth sailing, bringing her home 3rd in car number 56. So the Triple T Concrete hereby Tania car number 814, Cale Tinker winning heat race at number 2. Braxton Tinker there in 2nd. We'll see those guys back out here later on as they chase down the Street Stock Special. JR1 Motorsports heat race at number 3. Marcus Hunter and Patrick Flippin' Harvey on the front row. Robert Petrov and Travis Shoemate. And Jaden Rain in row number 3, car number 34. A couple guys out there with a big-time throwback, throwing duct tape on it as their numbers. Mike Burkowski likes seeing that. It makes them nice and easy to read up here in the booth. Green flag's out. Final heat race of the evening is underway. And they're off into 1 and 2. Robert Petrov looking for some racing room. He's got to run to the inside of Hunter into turn number 3. Hunter and Petrov going side by side for the top spot. Harvey trying to get back into that battle is off of turn number 4. Robert Petrov puts the 11 star out in front. Now through 1 and 2. Harvey trying to push him, follow Petrov through as Hunter takes the lead back into turn number 3. Shoemate up and into the party is off of turn number 4. Travis Shoemate takes the 3rd spot for Patrick Harvey. 2 laps complete. Robert Petrov now with a run to the inside of Hunter into turn number 3. Hunter and Petrov through 3 and 4 side by side on the extreme ends of the racetrack, up top and down low. White 67 and black 11 star through 1 and 2. Petrov is able to slide up and try to take the lead. He slams that door on the 67. Off of turn number 4, Hunter trying to come back at Petrov as they're side by side, tooth and nail for 3rd between Harvey and Shoemate. Harvey to the inside of Shoemate off of turn number 2, puts the nose of the 98 back into the 3rd spot as Hunter still trying to keep pace with car number 11 star. Out in front, Petrov at halfway, 5 up, 5 down, 5 to go. Shoemate takes a shot back at the 3rd spot into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Travis Shoemate back to 3rd around Patrick Flippin' Harvey. Harvey battles back on the top of the racetrack. Just 29 thousandths of a second separating those 2 drivers last time by. Petrov now off of turn number 4, 7 laps complete, 3 laps to go. Hunter is in 2nd, still tooth and nail duking it out like it's $100,000 to win for that 3rd spot. Travis Shoemate and Patrick Harvey give it to Harvey this time off of 2. Robert Petrov, 2 to go. Marcus Hunter, 1.5 seconds behind him. Jaden Rain down a lap to the field. Then it's Patrick Harvey and Travis Shoemate is off of turn number 4. The white flag is out. Robert Petrov down the back straightaway. Trouble Marcus Hunter way sideways off of turn number 2. He spins her out down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Checkered flag comes out. Robert Petrov wins it. Patrick Harvey's going to be 2nd. Travis Shoemate up to 3rd. And a tough rank for Marcus Hunter as he spun it out on the last lap coming to the checkered flag. He'll be scored as 4th. And then Jaden Rain in 5th. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Robert Petrov winning the final heat race of the evening. So keep on hitting up for the 50-50 raffle tickets. Getting down to the last chance for those. Got some special stuff going on at intermission here. Visit the concession stand. Last chance to get your kid into the Kids Club Trophy presentation. Donate to the Rollover Fund. We got some knockdown, throwdown features coming up here. Visit the Tatanka stand, the Tatanka tent. Try saying that 5 times fast. We do have a pill draw or a redraw down on the front straightaway. We'll get some drivers up here to determine the starting positions in tonight's feature.